Welcome back to Sledgehammer Horror, guys. I am Ken Sledge.
And I'm Ashley Sledge.
And let's talk horror.
So in honor of Easter, we thought that we would give you our top 10 favorite Easter eggs.
Now, directors, especially in horror is such a tight-knit group that they love to honor other movies, honor other directors, and honor other franchises in their own movies.
Sometimes, or they like to honor themselves.
I was going to say, or sometimes even themselves in their own movies. So let's get it started right at number 10.
Okay, so number 10 is not a great movie by any means at all. It's actually really not a good movie.
No! Will you just get it?
Okay, it's Jason Goes to Hell. And this is probably the best thing about this movie, and it's when you see the Necronomicon. The book is from hell, Jason goes to hell, so of course it's down there, you know. That's probably the only positive about this movie that I can think about.
I want to fight her right now. She's right, this is not a good movie. It's an amazing movie, and not only do you have the Necronomicon, I'm a firm believer that the dagger that kills Jason is the Kandarian dagger from the Evil Dead franchise as well. So I think it's amazing they added so much into such a great movie to make it near awesome. Perfect.
And in such a crappy movie, they did put some great Easter eggs in there.
Okay.
Can I just stop you there? Yeah. I've got nothing to say. I just wanted to stop you there.
So coming in at number 9, we have The Conjuring 2. Now, like we said, sometimes they like to foreshadow with some Easter eggs. And in this one, all over the house, they have Valak written all over throughout the movie.
You really have, especially the first time you watch it, you might not notice the Valak.
Because you're not looking for that name.
No.
But obviously the name Valak is tormenting the Hodgkin family, and it plays a huge role in defeating the demon itself. So to go back and rewatch and see all the times they snuck it in there is actually pretty brilliant.
Yeah, it's awesome. Number 8, we have It Chapter 1. It shows respect to Tim Curry because he was, the best of all time. You have to throw your respect in there by placing his Pennywise doll
in the room of clowns.
Yep, and the beep beep Richie part. I thought that was really awesome. Showing your respect. We love Tim Curry. He was an amazing clown. So. And
yeah, to have that in there, everybody the first time they seen it, they're like, "Hey!"
Yeah, I just love that they did that.
That was really, really cool. Coming in at number 7, we knew this right from the trailer. It's Halloween Kills, and you get the masks from Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. It never showed a direct connection with the David Gordon Green trilogy to the Halloween 3 movie, but you could feel the DNA all over all of these films, and seeing the 3 masks in that moment.
And just the kids that play, they're
little
shits, but they crack me up. They were a great little add to the movie, for sure.
And we got the honor of getting to know Carmela, and then we got the honor of getting to know Michael, and they're both very amazing people. So
they're so great.
It really, really enhanced how much we liked this moment of the movie, just because they are so easy to root for. They are the doctor and the nurse in Halloween 2018 and Halloween Kills. And they're just 2 of the most amazing people you could hope to meet. So being able to see them, have such amazing deaths too, was such a cool part of the movie.
Absolutely. Number 6, we have Land of the Dead, and I thought this was really cool. We have Simon Pegg and Edgar Wright. They play the photo booth zombies. They're such big fans of George A. Romero that he just wanted to show his appreciation for them loving him so much, and so he put him in their movie.
If you don't know, Simon Pegg plays Shaun in Shaun of the Dead. Edgar Wright is the one that wrote and directed the Coronado trilogy, which would be Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and The World's End. And obviously
with the zombies and everything, they're a big fan of, George A. Romero.
And Mr. Romero, before his passing, wanted to honor them too, because he was a huge fan of Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really cool. Like we said, horror is a family. And the way that they did that.
It's like, you pat my back and I'll pat your back, and that's amazing. And the horror community is just such an amazing community.
From top to bottom. Whether you're a lowly fan like us, or you're a major chip in the block like Mr. Romero, everybody's so tightly knit and so loving that it's amazing.
Absolutely.
So, number 5, I love this one, and it's The Cabin in the Woods.
There's so many.
Yes, when you have them ascending, you have the blocks, and you have all these different horror icons in there, whether it's Wolfman, Pennywise, Alien, Pinhead, the tree from Evil Dead. There's so many different ones in there. They also have The Witch and the Boomer from the Left 4 Dead video game franchise, because they were supposed to have a tie-in there.
Bride of Frankenstein. They have so many great ones in there. Just, like giving kisses to everybody.
Showing how literally every horror movie could have happened in this universe.
Yeah, which, I mean, I think that's a great, twist on it. Like, it could have been any of these monsters. So
This is what you chose, the Buckner family.
Yeah. So number 4, we have Insidious, and that is the Billy puppet. And James Wan, who also directed Saw, loves to put that doll in a lot of his movies. So I think that's awesome.
It was also a little piece in Dead Silence.
It was, yes.
So we could have put that one on here too. Here he's drawn on the chalkboard.
It's,
Yeah. But Billy the puppet, he goes from the Saw universe to Dead Silence to Insidious. So really, all these take place in the same universe. The Wanaverse, if you will.
Absolutely.
I would love to see a tie-in with all of them.
That would be awesome.
Number 3 is Evil Dead 2. Now, this is kind of a two-way one because in the OG Nightmare on Elm Street, Nancy's watching Evil Dead when she's trying to stay awake. And then Sam Raimi wanted to pay tribute to Wes Craven because in the first movie, they had the Hills Have Eyes poster in the first Evil Dead movie. So they went kind of back and forth. And then in Evil Dead 2, you see Freddy Krueger's glove in the shed. So again, this is just Sam Raimi and Wes Craven playing back and forth with each other and honoring each other, making each other smile. And again, I think that's why horror is the greatest.
It really is. Number 2, we have Scream, and I love this one so much.
Because it's Wes Craven honoring Wes Craven.
Yes, Wes Craven. He's a janitor named Fred, literally dressed in the red and green sweater. I love how he sneaks himself into his own film, and
he does that in a lot of Scream movies.
Yeah, he does, and he's just this this little part, a janitor, and it's amazing. I love that he has the green and red sweater on, and his name is Fred.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Rest
to
in
another
peace.
icon.
Absolutely.
Number 1, obviously. We knew it was going to be number
Had to
1
be
right when
number
we started
1.
making this list, and that's Bride of Chucky. My favorite horror franchise, her favorite movie in this franchise. At the very beginning, when you have the iconic, you see Leatherface's chainsaw, Michael's mask, Jason's mask, Freddy's glove, all these different things in the evidence locker, showing that every single one of these movies takes place in the same universe. Right, and then you have, John Ritter getting the nails in the face, and Chucky delivering the iconic line.
Why does that look so familiar?
These are just things that I love so much about Child's Play as a franchise, and it really did go with a more meta approach. Obviously, this was post-Scream, but they went all out by honoring every horror icon.
Homage to these horror icons. I just love it so much.
Right, and when you're sitting there watching it, you're like, even the first time as kids, you were like, whoa.
I know. Did you see all those in there?
No way.
Yeah.
We were all in shock watching this. So, that is our top 10, guys. But let us know in the comments, what are some horror Easter eggs that we missed that you would like to see on a list? Are there any of these that you didn't know about that you've seen now that you were like, hey, I never knew that was there? Let us know, because we'd love to hear about some Easter eggs that you love that maybe we didn't know about. That's always fun to find these things out. So if you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe. It does help build the channel more than you know. And follow Sledgehammer Horror on social media. Those links are in the description as well. But until next time, keep talking horror.
Stay who you are.
And we'll see you guys soon.
Bye, guys.